Ah.
This was, so...
Access denied. Shine. There is no escape.
I may have overestimated myself.
Let's get it on! Gloves off! Illusion shattered!
Frozen. We're crisp. Time to work the descent. No excuse.
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape! All hail!
Time for the flash.
Escape.
Buckle up! Alright, playtime's over.
It's no problem.
Shine down!
Time for break-in. My duty. Not an end.
There is no escape!
Mind the deluge.
Shine down! Torn to oblivion! The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. For Rex Lapis! There is no escape! Shine down!
Stifle a smile every time I remember the look on my retainers' faces.
all for my daughter.
Let's get it on!
Illusion shattered!
Hexa, I can fix this!
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Have you seen the steambird? It seems Fontaine has been celebrating some kind of festival recently. Things are looking pretty lively in the square. They even changed the banners. Huh. There are a lot of people holding cameras.
Inactivity serves no—
Let's go and have a look for ourselves.
Seriously? But, Mr. Morris, I don't understand, sir. How can you only be telling me this now?
I'm afraid that there's nothing really...
But what about my film?
Well, I'm afraid you have to come up with something on your own.
Oh.
Hey, isn't that Xavier? Xavier!
Oh, why, if it isn't the dear Traveler and Paimon. Can't you
just find a different investor?
Unfortunately, that's not how it works. We had signed an agreement specific to the
The Fontanalia Film Festival?
Oh, is this your first time? The Fontanalia Festival was established to commemorate the holiday is deeply connected to the founding of Fontaine.
But what's with that weird expression on your face? It's like you're trying really hard to remember something.
I was just trying to recall the exact description from...
Well, either way, Paimon thinks she gets it now. It's just like the wind...
Yes, those are festivals of a similar variety. Who doesn't like a good to commemorate the Loch Nights? People will imitate them, but a few years ago, Lady Farina...
That really doesn't...
The whole thing seems more akin to...
Oh, that sounds pretty fun.
Ah, yes, it appears I've strayed off topic. The Fontanalia Film Festival is an event proposed by the Fontaine Film Association this year. Now that film technology has matured as a medium, it's the perfect time to introduce more people to the art form. During this time, people may submit
The what award?
the Farina Award. You know, after perhaps everyone still thinks of it as...
Alright.
Oh, but who would have guessed there'd be an...
Chiori?
Yes, that's her. I asked her to over...
Oh, Paimon remembers now! Not
How to describe her? Well, her remarkable designs have led many Anyway, Chiori is acquainted with all the actors I've invited from Inazuma. Without her help, I don't think I...
Who are the actors from Inazuma?
Why don't the two of you accompany... Judging from the time, the... Miss Chiori?
Your talk with the investor sure went fast. Oh? And who are they?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise! We've heard the owner of Chioriya Boutique is a skilled seamstress, so it's a real pleasure to finally meet you in person.
Why, thank you. I strove to create an outfit that matched her high social station as the demoiselle. So tell me, what happened? I can tell the conversation didn't go quite as expected.
Well, it's like this.
Ugh.
I know, Chiori, you don't have to say it. You did remind me that this investor was a little bit sketchy.
Yes, there's no doubt about that.
But how could I pass it up? He offered me twice as much as the others.
And therein lies the problem.
Yes, but just put yourself in my shoes. After obtaining such an excellent script, it's only natural that I would want to make the most of the film. The budgets that the others had proposed were nowhere near enough. It's difficult to find someone willing to front such a large amount of mora, so...
Don't be sad, Xavier. We might be able to help scrounge up some more together for you.
Oh, thank you, Paimon. That means a lot to me. But the cost of the film is staggering. I'm afraid that any mora we can scrounge together in a short amount of time won't even be able to cover the actors' fees.
We need to move on. What's happened has already happened, and there's no changing it. But now's not the time to give up.
What? You're saying that you have a plan?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm simply saying I wouldn't give up just yet. The actors I recommended aren't just after mora after all. Really? Then where do you live?
We Malazines live in Marcy Village.
Oh, you must be pretty tired after work every day, right? I mean, you have to...
We are so thoughtful. But some Malazines choose to live in the Court of Fontaine because it's so much more convenient.
This is our stop.
Oh, we've arrived, but I haven't even finished chatting with Aval yet. I also enjoyed Aval's introductions to Fontaine along the way. Everything...
Thank you so much. I'm usually working here on the Sakura bus, so I hope I'll have the chance to see you again. There are still many more places I'd like to introduce to you.
Welcome to the court of Fontaine.
Chiori, you sure have changed a lot. This is the first time we've seen you since you left Inazuma.
I haven't realized it's been so long. I was in such a rush when I left that I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Thank you for extending the invitation, Mr. Xavier. I'm looking forward to a fruitful trip here in Fontaine.
It's an honor to have the head of the Kamisato clan visit us.
So they're who you meant when you said you had actors coming from
Oh? It's the Traveler and Paimon. Wow, what a coincidence! Ayaka and I were just talking about you on the way here.
We just ran into Xavier earlier and came over with him.
But I'm not an actress. Sir Kamisato and Lady
About that, I mean, how was I supposed to contact you when I was making preparations for the film? I figured you were probably busy, and I didn't want... So I could only keep you in the back of my mind while I
had been thinking about a surprise reunion with you during our trip here.
Oh, so you all know each other already! Why don't we go to Hotel de Boer and catch up over...
Huh? Did you reserve 2 spots for us, too?
Yes, of course, of course. I'll be sure to tell the boss to...
Very well. Then please,
Wow, the buildings in Fontaine are so tall. Just look at how big they are. And there's the fountain and look at that huge spin... So this is what food from Fontaine is like. It sure is different from what we have in Inazuma.
Yes. When I first went to Inazuma, I actually thought the food there tasted...
let's get back to the purpose of this trip for a moment, shall we?
Well, I've already assembled most of the film crew. A lighting specialist,
Oh, it's called the Two Musketeers, right?
Originally, I was planning to start film...
Oh?
It has to do with the film's investor, Mr. Moore.
It's said that Fontaine's legal system is well developed.
Well, I'm still more concerned about filming. Even if I were to take...
Then, is there a...
I've considered that option too, but...
Mr. Xavier, if Ayaka and I were willing to perform for free, would that
What? No, out of the question. To have you come all this way just to act for free? Oh, no, that won't do.
There's no need to worry, Mr. Xavier. My brother Inazuma has only recently reopened its borders.
Indeed. You could say that's
I understand, but having you two act for...
not at all. While we're this film will serve as proof of friendly cooperation and cultural exchange. If you still don't feel comfortable with this arrangement, I would...
All right. I'll do as you say. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Come on now, no need to go that far. I'll also help you out as a brand sponsor.
Me too.
You are too kind, all of you. I really don't know how to...
Ew. All right, enough about that. So, instead of Mora, you'll help with film.
Oh, but how...
All right, pull yourself together.
All right. I originally wanted to personally serve as direct...
Paimon knows what the director and the logistics...
The clapper loader is responsible for using the clapper board to record and...
A clapperboard? Oh,
Yes, that's right. Are you...
for sure! Paimon's always running...
All right, then you'll be our clapper loader.
Oh, fine by me.
Oh, she's great when it...
Yes, that's also what I...
I'm sure that's due to the travel.
What do you say, Traveler? Are you interested in the job? Thank you. It really means a lot to me. Come on, friend. Let me give you a big warm hug.
So, all that's left for us to find...
Oh, me! I want to be the...
All right, then all we need is a director. Do you really...
Isn't that the name of Fontaine's Hydro Arc?
She helped out a theater troupe not too...
Well,
I saw that musical. Her Don't let her former identity intimidate you.
Fine. You're right, Shiori. Then I'll have to ask the Traveler and Paimon to show me the way to Lady Farina's residence.
Do you need us to also come along?
No, there's no need to trouble you with this. Just leave this task to me. It's part...
Very well. Then we'll be waiting to hear...
I'll go with you. By the way,
And don't worry, we won't simply drop you off at Farina's place. We know Farina pretty well by now. So having some...
All right, then I'll start making preparations.
A gift for...
I recall that Lady Far...
Huh? Can't we just bring...
But wouldn't that be a little too cheap?
Isn't the Fontinalia Festival happening right now? I heard Abel tell us on the Aquabus that Farina introduced the... To do something like that, she must have a real...
I agree with Yoimiya. If the gift is too fancy, it might actually make her feel more.
Alright then, let's go buy some Fontinalia...
But will that really be enough? We'll be asking...
You're right. We need to further...
Huh? You want something even sweeter than Fontinalia?
Yes, we'll need a gift that's sweeter than...
But what could that be?
Your words of...
Make sure Lynette stays away from the dish racks.
Forget about me. This is about what you want.
This is where Farina lives.
Okay, I'll go knock on the door. Lady Farina, please allow...
Hello. Oh, is that the traveler in Paimon I see behind you?
I'm Chiori.
Ah, the one from Chioria Boutique. So, what are you all doing here? Do you need something?
Did you just get up, Farina? It's already past noon, you know. Huh? Oh, Paimon means the weather is so nice in the afternoon and the sun is so warm. Just like how you make us feel. Sleeping in late is a really smart idea.
No. I was just up late last night reading.
This is a small gift we've prepared.
No need to be so formal.
That's great! So, actually, there's some... Given your renowned passion and
Oh?
Yes, but for this...
Are the traveler and Paimon also...
Yep, we sure are. Paimon's...
camera operator. That can be a pretty technical... No, I'm not questioning your abilities. It's just that Maybe
you can come up with a test for the traveler and see for yourself. If she can satisfy you with her camera skills, then you'd have nothing to...
you sure are getting better. All right. How about... Very good. It's essential for the camera op... Are you ready? I have high standards. Okay. Grab the camera and I'll give you a... that you have more skill than I thought. All the shots had a great composition, and I could really feel a connection to the characters and their lines.
Yeah! Does that mean you agree to be our director, Farina?
Did you think I would agree just like that? After our performance of The Little Oceanid, I've begun to make a name for myself again, you know. In fact, I've already had several troops approach me for the Fontanalia Film Festival. And if others were to find out I agreed to work with you so easily...
Hey, but didn't we have a deal? What else do we need to do to convince you, Farina?
Well...
Huh?
You know, how much you're willing to pay...
Well, I can offer you this much?
What? That's all? If Nervilat were to...
I'm sorry, but our crew is in a tight financial...
I see. Well, even though it's highly unlikely now that...
Our script is an adaptation of The Two Musketeers.
Huh? Wait, you mean the suspense thriller novel?
Oh, so Farina's read it too.
Of course I read it. I've always had a keen interest. I see. It all makes sense now. You must have used most of the
Not really. The novel's author transferred the copyright to me practically for...
He probably just wants to get his name out there. So, it reminds me of a delivery courier who wears one of my designs while traveling all of...
So, are you...
Well, Mr.
As much freedom as you would need.
Good. Then I'm free to alter...
Absolutely, no problem.
All right.
So...
Yes, I agree. Although, I mustn't let a perfectly good story be ruined due to...
Oh, Hydro Archon above! I'm not dreaming, am I? Somebody pinch me.
There's no more Hydro Archon, you know. And it's still a little early to celebrate. There's a lot that goes into shooting a film. And by the way, since we'll be filming The Two Musketeers...
Yes, I've thought about this as well. I was hoping...
Me? If this... Navia can also use firearms, but,
Could we ask the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol?
Oh, you mean the Special Patrol's Musketeers?
Yes, that's right. They work with muskets every day.
They would be under Nervilat's jurisdiction. Unfortunately, So... In the end...
No need to go to all that trouble. I know that...
Oh, you do? Wait, Chiori,
No particular reason. Running a business means dealing with some... In return, I've helped her handle a few situations in which the Special Patrol...
So you're saying there's been times when the Special Patrol needed a fast...
It'd be best to keep it that way. Anyway, enough about that. What do you all think about asking the captain to be our musket action choreographer?
She sounds professional enough. She is a captain, after all.
But I imagine the Special Security and Surveillance
Well, it just so happens that she's also not the kind of person that's just after Mora. As for whether she has time...
Then I'll leave that to you. Macaroni's on sale today, so I've got to go.
No problem.
Having Farina join feels like a big boost to our team!
Of course. Just wait until the day of our premiere. I'll be sure to ask some people I know to see if they'd be...
Seems like you're finally getting more comfortable with your...
I didn't ask for the Clapper Loader's commentary.
Then let's get going. I happen to know where Chevreuse...
By the way, I'm curious. If my...
Actually, they told us that they see the trip as part of a cult...
What? So...
I already knew Xavier from before.
It seems the gods have really smiled upon you, Xavier.
Shine down! The mortal plane, a fleeting dream. All right, this is the place. She's over there. The one with an eye patch reading in front of the newsstand.
Oh, her!
Please wait here for a moment. I'll go fetch her.
Working? But isn't she just standing there and reading?
Just trust me.
Oh, alright, let's... She already sure is a mysterious person. She claims just...
The court of Fontaine isn't particularly tough. Even a local like me just trying to make a film has to face all kinds of challenges. So I can...
Reading on the job?
Detective novel.
One main character?
No. Multiple. Branching.
I see. How's the plot coming along?
One of the main characters is about to make a choice that will affect the rest of his life.
Any way to speed things up? There's something I need...
You know that doesn't depend on me. It all comes down to what the character...
Which is exactly why I'm here.
All right. It appears he made the wrong choice in the... Halt!
Huh? What's going on?
Hand over whatever you're holding.
Oh, it's just a book. I didn't buy anything else.
Then I'm sure you wouldn't mind letting me have a look.
Excuse me, officer. I don't mind you standing around here, not purchasing anything, but I'd prefer if you didn't disturb my...
Don't give me that act. You won't be able to get off so easily. I am Chevret, captain of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. And before you do anything unwise, let me remind you that I'll have you on the ground before you can even think about making...
All right. But please let me say something first. If there's any contraband in that book, then the shopkeeper here...
Why, you trying to leave me on the hook, huh?
Save it for the interrogation room. Take them away, Letelier.
What's going on here? 1 second you're reading a book and the next...
And who are... Oh! Aren't you the traveler? Maybe I can let you in on what's happening then. Now that Vacher has been brought to justice, no new shipments of synth will be made and distributed. Thanks to a tip from our reliable source here, this should be the...
Oh, so you were pretending to read a book in order to... Oh! Paimon almost forgot to introduce ourselves. Paimon?
Hey, I'm Chevret. You probably already heard me introduce myself, so I won't bother...
Yeah, Why didn't you make a move as soon as you had the chance?
No, I wanted to see if the shopkeeper would turn himself in first. All he had to do was come up to me and say that he didn't know where the synth had come from. If he did...
He had the whole day to turn the synth over to Shelfress.
Yep, he made the wrong choice. Even though the right choice...
But you knew they would...
Yeah, I knew. I was just hoping I'd be wrong for once. Enough about that, though. What did you want to ask me about?
Oh, you see, it's like this.
The Two Musketeers. You certainly have a good eye for a story. So what do you need me to do? Just be the action choreographer for the actors?
Yes, that's right. I want to make sure we get... However, I'm afraid this work will require a bit of your time, since you'll have to...
No need to say any more. I'll join.
Huh? Just like that?
Really? You're willing to help us with our...
Sure, it's no big deal. As I said, we've wrapped up our investigation. Besides, I personally really like this novel. I even have the collector's edition.
Then we've got a deal?
Yes, I'll see you on set tomorrow.
Oh my! I can hardly believe it! I should tell Lady Farina immediately.
Calm down, Xavier. The film is going to take... Still, I should also head back now and start preparing...
Alright, guess that's it for today then.
Traveler, Paimon, please stay for a moment. I have something to tell you.
Then I'll take Xavier back. Poor thing. He's so excited that he can't even walk straight anymore. I don't want to... Yep, see you...
So what did you want to tell us, Chevra?
Have you read The Two Musketeers? The story is about a pair of children born into the household of a baron, and their struggle to survive. They were raised at the baron's estate, where their mother worked as a maid. The two, one day, upon returning home, they found their mother had been murdered and left dead on the floor. It was quite evident that the culprits were the other members of the baron's... However, the baron was able to exert his influence and keep the whole thing under wraps. Many years later, members of the baron's family suddenly started turning up dead one after the other, all killed by gunshot. The baron believed that the mother's soul had come to take vengeance on him, so he lived in fear. But it was actually those two siblings who had fled all those years ago. They relied on each other to survive and trained day and night. Eventually, they used all of their abilities to collect evidence and clues before executing their plan.
That's quite an exhilarating story.
Yep. The Baron got what he deserved for his evil deeds, and justice was able to prevail.
Oh, so is that why you were so willing to join our crew?
You could say it was one of the reasons.
Oh, you mean there were other reasons?
I've read the reports about you. Whether it was at the trials or when you lent your hand, you've shown that you've got a strong sense of justice, as well as a great... Yes, you're as sharp as I expected. It seems there's been a recent murder case involving muskets. The perpetrator's methods appear to be very simple.
Huh? Really? But Paimon didn't see anything about that.
The Marechaussee Phantom hasn't yet released any information to the public because the investigation is currently at a standstill.
A murder involving firearms? But not that many people use those in fun.
Impossible. We perform a routine inspection of our firearms and ammo reserves every day. However... Well, that's all I can
Huh? What do you mean?
I hope you all can go back and get some shut-eye. You can decide tomorrow whether... I'm aware this might not be the ideal time to... Carrying out investigations isn't actually supposed to be our responsibility. I don't want people to see muskets in a negative way, and also...
You mean they might be connected somehow?
I suspect so. Just to make myself clear, this is not an order, nor is it a deal of any kind. It's a... If you two have any interest in the case after we finish filming tomorrow and are
What do you think, Traveler? Yeah, you're right.
You'd better head back and get some rest. It's good to keep a calm mind, especially when... Otherwise, when the moment comes, you might end up like that shopkeeper and not...